Hey guys, and welcome back. So I thought I'd do another video. I know, 2 today. What a shocker. Unlike me. I'll probably upload one tomorrow because my internet here is real shit. Um, so I've got the 20 upside down. I'll explain why in a second and what's the go with this and what I've found. So, um, pretty much nothing's changed. I'm waiting on the drain fitting because the one that it came with is wrong and the feed's wrong. So they're sending, Scalus is sending me another one. They actually sent me the wrong kit, but because I've opened it and test fitted everything, they don't want it back. So I've paid a bit extra to get a replacement. So a couple of things on why the motor's upside down. So the motor's upside down so we can do these and shorten the bolts, because as you can see with that one, that is actually home, so we've got to shorten the bolts to fit. We've got to put different sensors in here and block certain things off. I've got different bits and pieces I want to do, like hoses and replacing certain things. So the other reason the motor's upside down is to do the main bearings. So for those of you who don't know what main bearings are or how to even access them, I'll give you a quick run through. So to get to your main bearings, you got to take your sump off. So you got all these little bolts all the way around. And if you're anything like this motor and pretty much every other RB I've ever taken the sump off, half the fucking bolts are missing and they've just glued it down. So you take all the bolts out, then you'll have this, which is your cradle. So in 20Es and that, they're 2-piece, and 20det, they're single. So your main bearings are these little bits here. Don't mind the blood. I sort of skimmed myself pulling it out. So the main bearings is this bit. So you got one for every conrod, and then the same thing underneath. You've got one for every conrod. Well, every one of these. So part of the other one is I might replace my conrods, because I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a bit of movement in these. So I'm toying with now pulling the pistons again and putting forged ones in it. Not planned. I'm going to take the crank out and see how that goes, but that'll be part of tomorrow's job. I wanted to get sump off. Well, I've had sump back on, so I wanted to get sump off. I wanted to get the cradle out, get the first set of main bearings out, and then attack it tomorrow and get this out. So if you look at these main bearings, and I get the light on them just right, there's a little bit of wear on them. So you can see a silver line there, and this one's real easy to see. So, and the other one was that these main bearings, obviously, I'd say have been done before, because none of them have been done properly. So the main bearings, I'll see that one there, is sitting proud. So I'd actually gone through and adjusted these ones to loosen them up so I could get them out. So I'd say the main bearings have been done in this motor before, and someone hadn't done them properly. So for those of you who don't know what a main bearing set looks like, it's this one. So you've got your replacements, and so you have some with holes, some without. So the ones with the holes, and this is so important and a lot of people do it wrong, the ones with the holes go under here, and they go one way. The holes are your bloody oil. So if you put them the wrong way round, which I have heard of people doing and I don't know how, it won't let oil into your motor. So if you put the ones from the bottom side in the top, your motor runs dry and yeah, bad things happen. So you've got these little grooves, so you can't put them in backwards, which is good. This one here and this one here go, from memory, and I could be wrong, I've never actually done this main bearing in 20 before. So from memory, that one and that one are for there and there. Could be wrong. Probably am, but correct me if I am, because yeah, see, it's got, that's an easy way to show you, oil hole. So to do your main bearings, you pretty much pull the crank out, well, pull the cradle off, put it on the bench, pull the crank out, put it on the bench. I'm going to pull the oil pump off the front and reseal that, do the gasket in there. Check the oil pump as well, and probably just tweak around with a few things in there, do some sensor work and shit, because I want to have get all the sensors wired in while it's off. Pull this off, do the same thing, check everything in there, probably replace the spigot bush while it's out, because everyone who has ever done a spigot bush knows they are a right cunt to do. So besides that, I've got all the gate stuff ready, I've got all the hoses on order, I've got the boost, not the boost controller, it's a 10-in-1 gauge controller, which I'll be doing a video on for those of you who don't know what they are. I've got the sump sealers here, I've got the sump here, head drain is ready to go on, but I'm not going to put it on, obviously, because I knew I was taking this off. But besides that, that's about it. 20E's got to come out, so I can put this, get the bay painted and shit, and get these covers off the paint, which I've been procrastinating doing because I haven't had a puller to pull the harmonic off that motor. But oh yeah, and the other one, when you're taking it off, I almost forgot, this is your oil pickup. So that sits like that and picks up oil for your motor. Now, to get the cradle out, you actually have to take this off because it will hit. And a lot of people, I don't know how, but a lot of people also forget to take their dipstick out, bend the dipstick don't work anymore. And if you have a bad hose or a shortened hose, it's a good time to do it as well, replace it. They're not hard to remove. If you need a video on it, I can do a video. If you want a video on how to install sandwich plates, I can do that. But pretty much I'll just keep going through and do what I do best, which is make videos and get given shit about the quality. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. The support's getting up there, more views and all that kind of stuff. So I'm putting more and more money into my car, more and more money into the bill, which means more and more money into the more and more stuff for the channel, and vice versa. Now, for those of you who saw on the Facebook page, I'll do that and I'll explain a little about that. So we've got a few business things going on the Facebook page at the moment, a few different polls on what we should do, what we shouldn't do, what we should stock, in the way of, like, I've had a few people tell me to do manifolds, and it's all well and good to do manifolds, but the thing is that they're a big outlet. I haven't applied for a small business loan or anything like that, so everything that is going to be for sale will be either out of parts cars or it will be stock that I've ordered using my own money, because it's literally me running the channel, and then it doesn't really matter. But so I'm happy to hear support and ideas on what I should stock and what I shouldn't stock. But guys, just keep in mind that I don't have, we're spending so much money on building this motor and painting the car and all the other stuff that's going on at the moment. I don't have the money sitting around to go buy 1,000 manifolds or 100 manifolds or 100 body kits and have body kits on stock. It's more, the things I'll stock more of will be like bumper clips and gear stick surrounds, gear knobs, custom little pieces. But yeah, so just keep that in mind, and just work on it. But let me know what you think, what you'd like. Flick me a message on the Instagram or the Facebook with an idea, and pretty much anyone who gives me an idea that we go through with will get a shout out. And there'll be certain things coming up that I will require, I won't require, but I'll be asking for a little help to get started with, and people who help get rewards and shit like that. So it works in everyone's favour. But thanks for watching, guys. As I said, support's growing. Like, subscribe, all the other shit. Hope your car's going good, and in the future I'll be looking at doing a meet or a track day or something. I've had a few people ask me to do that who are out of town, so we'll probably hire out a track for a day or something like that. So if you're in the South Island and you're interested, flick me a message or whatever, so I can get a rough idea of how many cars are going to be there, because it's not cheap to hire out a track. And yeah, have a good one. Laters.